Arcades, the place you go when you want to play Flappy Bird, skee ball, or diarrhea Russian roulette. I always lose that one, but I'm feeling lucky today. Let me get the jalapeno pretzel. Arcades were once a special place where you could play video games, eat delicious sodium slop, and hang out with your hashtag squad, or should I say posse, because it's the 80s. But those days of arcades are long gone. Also, they're not just an 80s thing. I went to Chuck E. Cheese a lot in the 2000s, and I'm counting that. Arcades kind of suck now, and not just because I'm older. I have real evidence to prove my case. I'm going to start off with our first reason, which is pricing. Just everything about pricing. What is this? I thought I came here to play games, not do marginal analysis. Now I gotta figure out the optimal amount of money to spend to get the best deal. Why is this Shark Tank? I did not prepare for this. This sucks in every way. It is so predatory, and it always starts off the night on a bad foot. Editor, if you're gonna use the picture of Sonic with his feet hanging out, at least censor his foot and email me the original. You never feel good about the bonus credits you got. It's an instant cold sweat of regret because you spent like $30 more than you had planned. And it just goes on to a card, which yes, is more convenient, but it doesn't feel tangible. Putting in $10 to a change machine and having to stand there for a full minute while it dumps out a bunch of quarters, then having to lug around those 12 pounds of quarters all night feels tangible as hell. Not to mention, all the games cost a different number of credits. Like that should make sense. Certain games should cost more, but it just ruins the fun. I'm here to have fun. You spend the whole time budgeting rather than playing what you want. Like, would you rather play Yellow by Coldplay on the Guitar Hero arcade game once, or would you rather play Skee Ball 3 times? Choose wisely. Don't fuck this up. We have 5 minutes until they close. Also, why did Chuck E. Cheese make you exchange your American money for Chuck E. Cheese tokens? Like, it was still 1 quarter per token. What's the point of this conversion? Does the bank that Chucky go to not accept US tender? Switch banks, bro. Why are you making this our problem? I know I already kind of alluded to this the whole time, but goddamn, this shit is so expensive now. You have to skip a few meals if you want to fit an arcade trip into your budget for the month. Not only is the pricing intentionally confusing, but just this whole thing is so much more expensive than ever before. I know 20 fucking buckaroos won't take you as far as it used to, but dude, this is bad. You used to refill your card or drop to your knees and beg your mom for more money, maybe once, maybe twice the entire night. But now $20 will last you like 10 minutes, and even a corner worker will tell you that is not a good deal. I don't have a solid grasp of what's okay to say on this platform. At least all this time and money will eventually add up to something. At least I'll get to leave here today with 2 Tootsie Rolls, a plastic froggy thing that I can flip with my finger, and a scented eraser that has no scent. I think Chuck E. Cheese is the reason I have such a solid grasp on my finances now. Like, I know if I skip out on this lame frisbee or this stupid stamp, like when am I ever going to need to stamp Chucky's face on something? If I just skip out on those, I can save up for the giant slinky. It's okay to have a fun dip, maybe here, maybe there, but I got my eyes on the slinky. Now I'm still waiting for the adult version of that giant slinky, but I know it's eventually coming. If I just keep skipping out on these lame frisbees and stupid stamps, I'll get the giant slinky. Also, that wasn't a joke. I genuinely did save up for a long time to get the giant slinky from Chuck E. Cheese. Editor, pull up the picture of the giant slinky that I still have. Now move it to the left a little bit. Okay, now enlarge. Okay, enhance. I am the editor. I'm just giving myself more work now. Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. You've put on a lot of weight recently. You're like up to 2 tons now. I think we might want to start considering Ozempic maybe. Which is a great segue to today's sponsor, Ozempic for Ramadan. The elephant in the room is games. I know arcade games have literally always been trying to nickel and dime you. That's probably where the expression comes from. But at least they had fucking sick bangers to play and that were actively still coming out. The games available now can be categorized into like 5 categories. First of all, we got the bad VR games. I know there are good VR games out there, but I do not want to spend $50 for 1 hour at a VR arcade. Even a hooker will tell you that's a bad deal. There, I said the word. I don't. Should I be concerned? I don't know. Usually these just take you on a roller coaster, which you could do at the Regal Cinemas, or they fly you through a CGI city made in like 2009. Second, you got the phone games, but big. At first, this was really cool, but once you friction burn off your fingerprint playing Fruit Ninja on a 50-inch monitor, you realize maybe Fruit Ninja should be regulated to a maximum size of an iPad. I don't know who wants to play, nor do I want to meet the person who wants to play Flappy Bird or Crossy Road for like $1 a play when you could just play it for free on your phone. I guess not Flappy Bird technically. I would spend a year's salary to be able to play Flappy Bird again for like 2.5 minutes and then get bored of it. What is it? 3 months of salary for an engagement ring? Sorry, babe. I spent a year's worth of my salary on an iPhone game. The third type of game is the sports game. This is an arcade. The sports is being used very loosely here. You got basketball, skee ball, the Homer Simpson soccer game, a football game, I don't know, the punching bag game. Let's throw in the beer pong for kids and various carnival games too. Yeah, dude, this is the arcade. Everything goes here. These are okay. I like the basketball high score one because I hate when my night out doesn't result in one of my arms being sore the next day. Fourth, we have the classic games. These are the games that your dad grew up playing. You'll see them often on like shirts at Old Navy with the faded logo graphic on there. Can we stop fucking distressing shirts? I'm not gonna get into that. These can range from actually fun classic games to just quarter swallowers. I'm sure there's a joke there. I just don't want to go and find it. You got pinball, Galaga, everything else that's just a real game in these arcades. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I look like an arcadeologist to you? I mean, probably with the hair a little bit, but I'm not. And finally, we have the most prevalent kind of game in the arcades. The gambling games. Because the arcade shouldn't be an escape from the daily grind of life. It should be a continuation of it. You're here to make a return on investment, not have fun. I don't like gambling. It's boring to me. The closest I've come to gambling is buying Pokemon cards and the diarrhea Russian roulette thing we were talking about earlier. We bar kids from casinos so they can't play slots, but what is this? What is this? You mind explaining what this is to me? These random chance games and these stupid fucking claw machines and all these other bullshit, just straight up gambling games take up way too much space at these fucking arcades, dude. Damn, I'm getting heated. I don't understand why there are so many freaking claw machine games at all of these. Like, there's rows and rows of claw machine games at arcades. They're not all being used at the same time. Why do we need so many of them? They're taking valuable space from like the really big arcade games where you have to like step inside of them or ride on a snowboard. Put those there instead of these stupid fucking claw machine games. Oh my god. If I want to gamble, I will go to a casino or sports bet from literally anywhere. How is this legal? But I am going to an arcade. Let me play Guitar Hero arcade version or the X Games snowboarder game. I don't want to sit here like a geriatric zombie just mindlessly tapping away hoping that I eventually make a return. And also, you're never going to make enough money to win that PS4 that's been sitting there for 10 years. There's a reason it's been sitting there for 10 years. Well, even though the games mostly suck now, at least you could just hang out and enjoy the ambiance. The last section is just vibes. Just the general vibes are off. I'm going to sound like a real old fart here, but arcades are too loud. There, I said it. Call me what you want. Call me hot. See if I care. Call me a snack. Doesn't bother me. I'm here to hang out with my hashtag squad. Sorry, posse, but I can't hear shit. This might be a me problem, but I've said this before. I don't have a hearing problem. Everyone else just has a talking quiet problem. Like, this isn't even a joke. I don't know why people think I'm going to be able to hear them when they're talking like project your voice towards my ears. Look up. But yeah, it's kind of not a vibe when Dave & Buster's is blasting Katy Perry, and not the good kind of Katy Perry, while I'm trying to talk to my friend's friend about their boring ass job. No offense, brother, I've been there, but I also did not talk about it like it was as interesting as a car engine. You ever think about that? You ever think about how like 90% of us don't know how a car engine works, yet we use one every day and just hope it doesn't explode somehow. Arcades also bring in teenagers who are all doing this new TikTok challenge called Who Can Get Away with the Biggest Crime? look, I know teenagers are a point in like half of my videos, but guys, I swear to God, they are built different now. Look at these fucking statistics. This is concerning. Look, I've been a teenager. It wasn't that long ago. I brought my skateboard into Dave & Buster's to do a sick kickflip in the photo booth because frankly, it's sick. But guys, come on. The employees here already have to deal with sticky children and sticky adults. They don't need to uncover the mystery of where the urinal went or what happened to the Homer Simpson that's inside the Homer Simpson soccer game. And the last part of this vibe section is that arcades have lost their aesthetic. There's this whole phenomenon going on right now where everything has to be geared towards adults and therefore be boring. Fast food places and arcades are acting like they're gonna become the new workspace for adults working from home. But no, man, we got libraries and cafes. Why would I wanna work 10 feet from the Terminator shooter arcade game? It's just gonna be there tempting me all day. Let me tell you companies firsthand from an adult, just a regular adult. I'm literally a man at work. Stop doing this. This is boring. Arcades were the epitome of crazy design and fun. If I say arcade carpet, you get this lively image of abstract shapes having a goddamn party on a black background. I also think arcades were keeping the entire neon industry alive back in the day. Side note, can we stop with these LED neons? They're not fooling anyone. I don't care if neon, the gas neon gets too hot or it's absolutely demolishing our atmosphere. It looks sick. Let's just stick with real neon. Do I truly believe that arcades should fully embrace their radical 80s roots, even though it's kind of tacky? Yes, because at least it's unique, interesting, and true to them. This is a place for fun, not spreadsheets. Get your spreadsheets out of here, you fucking dork. You don't have to be a generic, cool hangout that's so fun, but not too fun. We're still corporate safe. If you're over 30, please come for the nostalgia and spend $50 on beer because you have money now. At the end of the day, I still think arcades are fun. I would love to go more, but the economy, the GDP, the PNG of Baraki. I'm still gonna go to Dave & Buster's and Round 1 and maybe look into some hearing aids because these games kick ass. I wish arcades would lean more into the whole being a hub for games. I still don't understand how gambling is allowed in here. Arcade games have so much potential now that we have tech like this and graphics like that. I don't really have anything else to say. We're just talking about arcades here, man. Follow the Instagram. Try out some Field Notes notebooks. You can get 10% off your first order with the code CHON10 at fieldnotesbrand.com. What is next? Check out the fortune teller I have on the chon.digital store. Chondle that subscribe button for weekly videos, and thank you for watching.